and welcome to the Points Finish podcast in which myself, Dee Murphy, and my friend Lynn Gibson chat F1 and try and be the Formula 1 friend that you may or may not have. Every week we're going to chat F1 stuff, aim for the podium, but let's be honest, we'll absolutely settle for points. So, well, it's our first podcast, so let's do a little bit about me, a little bit about you. Lynn, how did you get into F1?
I was thinking about this. I got into F1 in the 90s, I think, with, like Eddie Jordan and Eddie Irvine being Irish, Northern Irish people. What are you doing that for?
Eddie Irvine.
Yeah, but it's how I got into F1. I got into F1.
Yeah.
I know it's a wee bit topical with that.
In what way is it topical, Lynn?
Anyway, but literally just my first memory is that it was a Sunday afternoon and my parents were like, let's go for a walk. And I'm like, I don't want to go for a walk. And the TV was on and there was a Formula 1 race on. And my dad went, oh, somebody from Northern Ireland near Bangor is racing. And I went, oh, cool. And then instantly just was like, I can't go because I have to support that person from Northern Ireland in the race.
Fair.
And then it became then
the obsession that is Formula 1.
It then has become my personality.
And then I'm assuming then, it's like myself, my background is pretty simple. My dad, massive motorsports guy, but motorcycles, he loved motorcycles. And so I grew up watching all the motorcycle stuff every week. And then suddenly Ski Sunday was on. So the guy skiing, if you remember Ski Sunday on TV. The people flew down the slopes.
Do you remember the big bright colours of that? Yeah. Oh, wow.
So Ski Sunday was on, and then all of a sudden I discovered Formula 1. And my first proper memory of Formula 1 was Michael Schumacher accidentally on purpose crashing into Damon Hill. And me turning to my dad and going, Dad, that man's crashed into that other man. And my dad saying, yes, son, he's crashed into him, so he can't finish and win the race. And I was going, oh, so is that guy going to be punished? No, son, he's now the champ. And I remember as a little D being confused by the lack of fairness in the sport. But of course now, as an avid F1 fan, I understand that that's just how Schumacher rolled into people. So, yes, and then of course I remember then going into school and trying to talk to my friends about this, and none of my friends watched F1.
Yeah, so just as you say that, so I'm still friends with some of the guys I would have been with school with, and if you were to ask them, like, what is their first memory of, like, me, or what do they remember about me, they will say, you had a bright yellow Ferrari school bag.
Yeah.
I got it in Eason's.
Bully magnet. Get it. I remember trying to speak to my friends about it, and they were just like, talking about Leeds, talking about Man United, Tony Yeboah, all those things. And I was like, yeah, but guys, this weekend, there's a guy called Mika Hakkinen, and he's racing, and he might beat Michael Schumacher. And I might as well have been going, just blank. So I grew up with no F1 friends. And did you have any F1 adult friends when you were adulting?
Probably since 2020, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Since everybody started to watch Drive to Survive, I have had a lot more F1 friends.
It's like that thing whenever all the Marvel nerds were suddenly validated because Marvel went to the cinema and Marvel became cool. So as a kid, you read comics and you were a comic book nerd, but then suddenly Marvel was cool because it went to the cinema, and suddenly I was like, oh, you're the guy who knows everything about Marvel. It's that with F1.
Yeah,
I didn't have that.
Yeah, but did you not have that at all?
No, like I had no F1 friends at all. None to speak about. In our office, that's how we know each other. We work together. Like literally, like no. And I used to work in the car trade, and no F1 fans there either.
In the car trade, you didn't do F1 fans?
No, they were just money fans. Just like money. Just selling. No.
I would have thought.
No, none whatsoever. So Lynn is the first and only Formula 1 fan that I currently have, outside of the online people who watch Drive to Survive, and I don't watch Drive to Survive.
Do you not?
No, we've talked about this before. No, I jump in and out of the odd episode. I did watch the Grosjean Fire one, because I wanted to see the paddock aspect of it and the behind the scenes, and then I watched the Lewis Hamilton Abu Dhabi 2021 moment. Just because I wanted to relive the pain of that.
So that's the one episode I have not seen.
It's brutal, but also
I haven't seen that episode.
The Grosjean one. They're the only two I've really watched, and then I think I watched a bit of the one where Leclerc finally won at Monaco. Because it's that old spiel of, his father was there and he told a lie and he went and he became a Formula 1 driver and then he's driving past all the things. So because of that speech, when you know the speech I'm talking about, don't you? Crofty's speaking over the top of the radio and it's like, and now after 90 years, one of their homeboys is winning the race. That thing. So, the Drive to Survive, I'm not a massive engager in it.
I love Drive to Survive.
It's the drama behind it.
You know what? I actually love the fact that Drive to Survive came about because it became more of a topical thing.
Yeah.
So if you at least if you were to mention F1 now to people, they have a box for it.
Yeah.
It's a, oh yes, I appreciate people like that, but it's not my thing type attitude, as opposed to, but you're a girl or what? So that's
fair. It's brought it to the mainstream and it's removed the nerdy stuff from it.
To be honest, absolutely love Drive to Survive.
Fair.
And I really enjoy because actually more people are watching it as it is as a show as opposed to
And honestly, that's kind of when we were talking about doing the podcast. That was the reason where there's a lot of people out there, myself included, and you did a certain level where you have a love of Formula 1 or even a healthy interest, but you've no one really to speak to it about.
Yes.
The majority of podcasts out there are kind of highly polished, professional people who know what they're talking about. So we're trying to bring we just love Formula 1, and maybe you're someone out there like that, and you're thinking, oh, I need someone to bounce off Formula 1 stuff, and that's the idea behind also why we're doing YouTube, because it's more work and we didn't want to do it, but it gives us a platform for you guys to do. Let's be honest.
And I don't want to be on the camera.
So, and we're here in a basement filming it. So
you make it sound really creepy. It's
your basement.
It's a downstairs living room.
Basement. So anyway, cracking on into a bit about us. In the comments, please do the activation call for action, like and subscribe, and put comments below. That's a big thing. Please do that because it does help us, especially a new little channel. Help us. But let's get into it. So the first thing is we do have a plan. We are going to, and it's a big topic at the minute, it's the idea of liveries. It's the conversation that everyone's having, but we're going to look at it from our little way, which is the correct way. And then we've got a couple of games, and none of it's plagiarized or ripped off, promise. So, okay, first one, and please let us know what you think. If you think we're wrong, put it in the comments, and we'll ignore them. And if you think you're right, comment, and we'll agree with you. So, first one.
So basically, we're going to go through all the different liveries from all the different teams, because by this stage, everybody now has launched their livery.
Everyone has launched their livery, and McLaren has launched last year's livery. Paste, done.
Well, let's then look at McLaren.
Control C, Control V.
Basically, the first four teams in that we're going to kind of look at.
And for those watching, don't panic. I'm going to overlay these because you can't through the back of the page. So in case you haven't seen them, I'm going to overlay them on the screen. So
we've got McLaren, Haas, Mercedes, and then Red Bull Racing, not to be confused by RB.
Yes, which also is Red Bull Racing, but anyway.
Yeah, so let's go with, the first one that came out, I think the first one that we saw was Red Bull Racing.
Okay. So with the magic of editing, it's on the screen now. So this is our Red Bull, and I can't remember what my initial WhatsApp to you was, but it was along the lines of, sweet mercy, it's glorious. Yep. It's like one of those things, like, for the football terms, it's a football team you hate, but they've got a really lovely kit.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I don't necessarily love Red Bull, but they have absolutely smashed the livery this year. The blue and the yellow and the red, but the fact that the blue is slightly lighter so you can see it, there's less black carbon fibre. Oh, it's so nice.
But that's the thing with the new regulations. Yeah. It's a 55, isn't it? 55%?
55% of the visible body has to be, can't paint underneath, which I thought, could they do that? But no, it has to be the top of the car. They can't paint underneath.
Can I just say that overall liveries are beautiful. Actually,
yeah, they're all as
like
a whole much better.
Thank you for changing that rule.
And if you want to make it 100% next year and have like, I don't know, like if you have the higher percentage of glitter, the more, I don't know, like budget you get. Yeah, so like a glitter and wind tunnel percentage. So you've got the most glitter, you get an extra 10 hours in the wind tunnel. Like,
so my thought,
Adrian, you just dumping the glitter on. But anyway,
reining it back in. I agree. I love this livery. I particularly love what they've done with the blue. If you look closely, there's like a texture almost to the.
Yeah. It'll be easier for you guys looking online.
Yeah, it has like a texture to the blue. Yes, it has depth. It has tone.
You know what the key thing is?
And it's shiny.
It's gloss. It's got gloss. It's the gloss.
Is it the gloss?
Other years, it's the I don't know if it's the lacquer it or they just use glossy paint or like put a vinyl wrap on top. It is just, and I can't wait to see it. And I think that'll look good regardless of weather.
Yeah, which we will talk about with other teams. I just think that it is. They have a really strong identity and brand identity. Like you know what you're going to get with a Red Bull racing car. You know it's going to be blue with the yellow and the red.
Yeah.
I just think that they've elevated it.
Oh, it's next level. It's so good.
I love it.
So good.
I think even just with the way that they've done the sponsorships and everything, it just all fits well. And I think we'll talk unlike other teams. So let's move on then.
Oh, it's just even the wee yellow touch in the nose and I think it's even the white around the bull, and it's just cool as well. It's just, and here's the thing, I love like F1 clothing. It's a split camp. Some people love the merch where it looks like you've been fired out of a cannon into the merch shop, or some people just like the more casual like lifestyle stuff that we're wearing here. Like Red Bull is one of the things like I would kill to wear their merch because it's so nice, but I just don't want to wear the Red Bull merch, and that's because it's Red Bull.
Okay, well then moving on to maybe merch that you might like to wear.
Okay.
Team Mercedes.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest, it's not one that I remember. So, but I do. So here's the things I like. I like the fact that they've kept with their sig with the Patronus tail. Love that against the black. I think it's beautiful. It's just okay. It's just okay.
Yeah, I think that's the way to put it. Now, I will say, and I know you're saying, oh, your initial reactions. My initial reaction was, oh, Mercedes, so much potential because they're silver, they're black, and that Patronus tail goes so well. But it's just safe. It's just really safe. It's clean. It's lovely. But it's just safe.
But you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping that because they've went, we're going to focus on what matters, which is getting a fast car.
Yeah.
That they've just went, this will do. This is not our focus. Do you know, maybe their eggs were in a different basket.
I understand the logic, but I don't think the guy who's designing the paint is the one who's working on aerodynamics. I think they're separate teams. So I don't. So it's like, so it's not like I've got an hour to do this, and then I've got to figure out how to put the battery in. So I just think they've been very safe with it, and I do go back to all these maybe bar one or two teams where they're all thinking of going, like, if we go radical with the new design, does that mean people will stop buying last year's t-shirts and merch because it looked different? They're trying to make very similar designs to go, so people will buy last year's merch at 75% off because it still looks a bit like the modern car. They're also thinking about the model toy cars and all the things.
Oh my goodness.
So I know they're the things that I think of.
So do you think it's because Lego have released a car last year that they're now suddenly going, oh, well,
Lego has ruined all of No, I just think Mercedes have been very safe with it. I think they've went very back to being very Mercedes and very German and very safe with it. Whereas for a while they were a bit more.
I mean,
it's okay.
I've just got nothing to say about
it. Maybe let us know. Maybe you're a diehard Merc fan and you're thinking, oh, it's lovely, it's amazing.
One that you do have a lot to say about.
Yeah. Okay.
One that you have an awful lot to say about it, and that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I'm going to let you take the floor here. It's Team Haas.
It's so nice. So I don't know why it's nice.
You love
because it's so subtle. But it looks fast. And ironically, because it's on a Haas, it may not be. But
Ferrari engine.
So it's either going to be rapid and beautiful and wonderful, or it's going to be a wheelie bin. There's no in between with this team. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe the fact that the white swoops down the side pods and it kind of looks swoopy, even though it's not swoopy. I love the fact that the red and the GR is Toyota, even though now Toyota and GR are entirely separate companies. That's weird, but I don't know what it is. I just think it's a combination of many different factors makes me love it. And also the fact that sometimes it's just nice to have a white, fresh car. And I just love it. I just love it. I love it. I just love it. I love it.
I mean, I think it all works well together. I like it. I like even just the angles of the sponsorship. So the way that it's even the team name has on the side pod there, I think it's really beautiful. I think there's just something about sponsorship fitting in with the
I think that's it.
team identity.
Yeah.
And
which we'll get onto in other cars.
Yes. That this just is nailed.
Yeah,
like it just works well. Like everything works for Haas, and like the sponsorships look lovely, but none of them are unnecessarily sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's like what I feel is Haas have went to their sponsor guys and went, guys, we're going for red, white, and black. So you need to work your branding and your logo to suit us.
Yeah.
Rather than another certain team with a Ferrari engine has went, we acknowledge that your colours will ruin our car. Yeah. But you give us a lot of money, so we're going to change it. That might give it the, so
Luigi's
good job. Good job, Haas. You've went design first and money second. I like yous.
Okay. So we've had 3 teams. We're now going to go on to one where we actually differ in opinions.
I'm going to let you take the floor in this, and then I'm going to dismantle your argument.
We're going to look at the McLaren, which is the current world champions. They won both the drivers and the constructors last year.
You're building it.
They have produced their livery. They were one of the final teams, actually. They were the penultimate? How do you say that word?
The second from last.
Second from last.
Yes,
team.
penultimate.
I like it. I actually
Did you like it last year? Did you like it the year before?
I know what your feelings are. I like the black stripe at the back. Okay. I like that tiger stripe.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It is a standout car. Papaya.
Zach Brown's coming for you.
Papaya.
We're not invited to his house next time.
Papaya is going to stand out in every track. You're going to be able to see them. I think it's just genius how they've done the sponsorship with the chrome in the wheels. Like I just like it. I like it. I mean, is it my favorite? No, but I do like what they've done. They have. I feel like they've elevated what has been last year. I don't see why they need to. If they've got a strong brand identity with the Papaya, I don't see why they need to do any drastic changes, especially if they haven't had any different title sponsorships. So yeah, I like it. I like it. It's one of my top, but it's not my top. I do like it.
So I have a theory. I think we have won the Constructors' Championship and we have won the Drivers' Championship. Let's go party. And they have went and partied, and they've partied, and they've partied, and they've partied, and then they've got a little book on their phone, and it's went, reminder, tomorrow, livery launch.
I don't think so.
And they went, oh, guys, and all the partying, we forgot to design a livery. And they went, what was last year's like? It was like this. And I went, all right, okay, so make the tiger stripe slightly wider, change the sponsorship fonts, just a smidge. You just give it a smidge. And they've went, copy paste, yeah, that'll do. And then they've landed it on the new car shape, and it's went, that's enough to look different. Even for me, it's hard to see in the photos. Maybe you'll see it online better, but the font that they use on the nose cone is meant to be like a digital watch font. Okay. Have you picked that up? Like that there little 0, it's meant to be like a 01.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a digital, like an old school Casio digital watch. I'm sorry, it's like, okay, so McLaren as a car brand are meant to be nerdy. Like, you don't buy a McLaren for the passion, you buy a McLaren because it's 2/10 quicker around the track. That's why people buy McLarens. If you want to look fantastic broken down, you buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. And that's the truth. But a McLaren, it's just like, it's almost like they've just let a computer design it. It's all straight angled. Even for me, the thing that kills me here is, and this is me being really nerdy, I'm sorry, that black line on the tail fin should meet the point of the tail.
Yeah,
okay, it should, and you'll see it on it's just there. like another 15 centimeters down, and it would have looked like.
Okay.
But it's great. Lynn makes a really good point. It's going to stand out on the circuit whenever all those 22 cars are lined up and they're like, and it's red light, go. Whatever they're going to say, you go. Okay, then.
Red light, go.
that's their work. They were workshopping that. You know, that was they were going to go. It's go. But before that, they were going to go. It's red light, go. But anyway, you're going to see them cars. They're going to stand out. But I just think you just want everything. Why not go bold and go different? And go, hey guys,
you just want the chrome livery, don't you?
No,
you want the golf livery, every livery.
No, it's like I want Ferrari to be blue. But anyway, no, it's solid. It's a 6.5.
Right.
It's like you phone in a homework. It's like it's okay. It's just okay, but there's so much potential, especially with the first year where they've won it both. And you thought, why not absolutely just have a bit of swagger with the look of your car? And it's not swaggery. It stands out. It doesn't swag. It doesn't, like, even a bit of gold, or like when Red Bull wanted they to be gold bit in the nose because he champion and it's just like it's just okay. It's just okay. It's just okay.
Well, like, you know what? Let's just.
It will look great. It will look great.
Let's call it with the liveries for now. What have we got next?
We're going to jump into our first game, and that's a game that we kind of came up with, and it's called Box.
Oh, no.
And I'm looking forward to this game because I have a box. So there's budget cuts this year. We spent all our money on Aero, so we didn't have time for livery. Or maybe we'll just use this box every week and just copy what McLaren does and just use the same design. So this is our box. So inside this is an item that is Formula One inspired, and every week one of us will pick the item and I'll tell the other. Okay. So this week it's Lynn's turn to guess, and you who's watching along or listening along, there's an item inside this that is to do with Formula One. Okay. It can be to do with the car, pits, the driver, whatever, and you have up to 20 guesses to guess what it is. Okay. I can just say yes or no. In essence, we're just rebranding 20 questions. We'll call it box. Anyway, so this week there's an item in here that is Formula One driver related.
Okay.
And it's a kind of item that a driver, an F1 driver, would have in his suitcase.
Oh, for goodness
it's sake. In his suitcase, okay? Every F1 driver would have it in his suitcase. Okay? You have 20 questions.
Okay.
Okay, now I will say this. We're just pretending here, folks. It's not actually in the box because there's no budget. Because because that'll help.
What's in there, actually?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's like, okay. It's like paper that's packaged out in front.
Don't ruin the illusion. I actually went and purchased this thing and put it in the box.
Okay, so.
Go. 20 questions. Go. Box.
Is it something that they wear?
Yes.
Okay, is it something that they would wear whilst driving the car?
No.
So it's something that they would wear. So it's something that they would wear in between driving?
Yes. Yes. Really weird way to ask. Okay, yes.
So, right. Is it something that if I, like, can I physically see it on them?
Yes.
Is it something that you and I could have? Or is it?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Do you know if I have this?
You do have, yes.
Is it expensive?
Can be, but yes.
Sunglasses?
No. We're on, I haven't been counting guesses, which isn't great for 20 questions. I think we're on about 13.
Am I anywhere close?
You've guessed items, so 13.
Oh, for goodness.
It's not sunglasses. If you've already got this, tell me what guess you got this.
Is it an item like clothing? Or is it like an accessory?
Yes.
It's an accessory.
Yes. It's very obvious at this stage, Lynn.
An accessory.
Yes.
That everybody has.
Yes.
Sunglasses. It's not sunglasses.
No.
Is it a watch?
Yes, it's a watch. It's a watch. It's a watch. We all have them. Some are more expensive than others. Okay. You have one. You're wearing one right now.
Okay. Yes, and they do love their watches. Okay.
They do. Oh, they love their watches. Okay. They love their watches.
Who our next race teams are. So wait, I'm trying to see who we'll start with. Okay, do you know what? We'll just start with a banger. Well, in my opinion,
banger. Okay, we should build it up.
Williams.
Okay.
I love the Williams.
Okay.
I love the Duracell. I know that they've done that for several years now, but the Duracell.
It's just so creative. I will give you that. It is a really creative way to do design.
But what they have done with their new sponsorship of Barclays with the two-tone blue, I just really like. I just really like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'll put this up on the screen now. Also, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think their wheels, it's a gambling sponsor, so they're meant to look like the casino wheels that you put the ball into. I don't know the names in my head. What do you call it? It's not blackjack. It's what do you call it? Black or red, where they put the ball in. Yeah. Roulette wheel. That's the word. The wheels are meant to look like roulette wheels because they're a gambling sponsor. So
that's cool. I like that.
To be honest, it's a beautiful car. I think everything works well. But again, I'll put it back to it. They have told the sponsors our color is going to be blue, light blue, white, and black. And all the sponsors have played ball. If you look at the colors, even Komatsu, which in the history previously it was pink from Komatsu, it used to be very pink, didn't it? They've just.
I like it.
I think they've completely done the opposite of what McLaren have done, and they've went, guys, we've spent all our time on this design, and it's beautiful. And then there was the wee reminders came up. Oh, you have safety tests and weight testing tomorrow. And they spent a lot of time on that. And maybe not a lot of time on car.
It's
going to look amazing at the back of the grid.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm joking. I actually think.
That's controversial.
No, I think Rosie is playing a blinder with. I think he's playing like checkers and everyone else is playing chess, or everyone else is playing chess and he's playing. Like, I think the guy's sandbagging beyond belief, and I think that card's going to come out in the proper testing and is going to be flipping rapid. I think, they are absolutely sandbagging. I think they have found something in that car they don't want anyone else to know, and they're not giving any other teams a chance. And I think they've actually purposely missed all of the pre-testing. It could be tinfoil hat, but I would love that to be true. I think that car is so fast.
If they're not fast, I want you to wear a tinfoil hat for one of the episodes.
I'll do that, absolutely. Maybe we should have a tinfoil hat moment in every episode.
Oh, no more ideas. No more ideas. Because
I think it's going to be a Braun GP moment where the car's suddenly like 6/10. I think it's going to be that fast.
Well, I don't know. We've got two new teams on the grid, so
6/10 faster than them.
Okay. Racing Bulls, Fee Carb.
Yep.
RB, whatever you want to call it.
The little brother team.
I mean, before we started recording, you described this livery as like Red Bull Racing being the home kit, this one being the away kit. Yep. And do you know what? Actually, that's exactly how I feel about it. It's nice.
No,
it's nice.
I think you're underselling it. I think RB had no need to go out and hit that hard with that design. Again, so
you're loving it.
I absolutely adore it. Again, outside of that little flash of green with the Cash App, which they probably have to do for like legal sponsorship reasons, all the rest of and again, it's on the screen, all of the sponsors are playing ball. It's going to look incredible. Lawson driving it as he stoves into the side of someone on the first corner. It's going to look unbelievable as it's going backwards into the sand. It's and again, maybe me being a bit of a nerd. Even the airbox, that air intake is square. It's more square, whereas the rest of them are more of a traditional round. And it just hit hard. It just hits hard. I'll put it out there. If I had to buy a model of one of these cars for my house, that's the model I'm buying. Because that is the color that it just hits hard. But again, it's one of them teams you like, but you don't like. So yes, I think they've smashed it this year. Smashed it.
Okay, so one they will go on. Actually, we'll go to one that you have strong feelings about as well. We'll go to Ferrari.
Oh,
We'll just...
Again, let us know in the comments, guys, if you disagree with us, if you agree with us. Guys, it's not rocket science. Use a Ferrari. Like, use a red. It's the white. And like I said earlier, with the other sponsors going, or the other drivers going, and companies and race teams going, we are this color. We identify as this color. So all our sponsorships who are on our car need to abide by our rules. Ferrari, I feel, have went, oh yeah, okay, with HP, we can't annoy these guys. The blue really doesn't work with the red, but they're blue because it's HP. So instead of being creative and going, okay, how can we work the blue in? We're just going to throw a load of white in the side of it. And then, because then, HP are white and blue, and then it'll work with them, right? Instead of going, okay, let's be creative. And one of the other teams was like, let's make our wheels look like roulette wheels. They could have went, well, let's see if we can actually incorporate the idea of an HP printer into the rear wing. Something small and creative. No, they've just went, we'll just stick white on the side and the HP logo, which sticks out like a sore thumb. The shell logo is too far down the side pods. The wheels are black. They get lost in the design. And for whatever reason, on this Scuderia Ferrari render, they've decided to put both of the driver's numbers on the one car. No other team has done that.
What? Let's see.
44 in the back, 16 in front. Good one, Ferrari. Maybe they're taking turns because they can only got one car this year.
Oh.
Maybe they've just got one car. Or they're banking on the car breaking down.
You're speaking so fast right now.
I'm sorry. You're lucky I'm not going into the Italian accent because Ferrari, come on, guys. All you need to do was go all red. You could have had a small flash of white with HP. And you could have went, and here's the thing, Ferrari, you guys have a host of unbelievable colours at your disposal that are iconic with the Ferrari design. Even that shell yellow. You could have thrown a bit of yellow on the wheels. You could have done something.
So, I mean...
I wanted to love it, but I just don't. I just don't.
I mean, the shade of red they went with is nice. The white just feels so stark and just doesn't fit. It feels like they have kind of they've had like a room and they've went, right, we've got the render of the car up, and as sponsorships, you just put what you want to put onto it, and they've all the sponsorships have just went in and kind of done their own wee thing, and then they've went, right, okay, save, done.
Yeah,
it doesn't work together. It feels like sponsorships have had more of a say than the team, and therefore it just doesn't feel like a cohesive team thing. Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is.
When you look at that design and you go, okay, well, let's, if I was better with Photoshop or knew how to use Photoshop at all, you go, okay, imagine that now without the white and without any sponsors' logos on it, or maybe shell and the race number, black wing, black wheels, red paint, and a shell logo. Looks great. And then you're bang on with that. What then's happened is they've given the basic design to the sponsors, went, get your logo on there. HP have went, blue doesn't work with red. So they've just went for the white splotch on top.
We'll move on.
I don't care. I just hope it's fast.
We'll move on.
Fast. Please be fast.
Move on. So then we've got this one, and actually my point of view has changed in this one.
Okay.
And I know I said at the start we would start with our initials, but it doesn't really affect how I feel about the rest of the car, so I think it's okay. So Alpine.
Okay.
Alpine, whenever it first came out, I was like,
your opinion's changed now?
Absolutely beautiful. No notes. Absolutely beautiful.
Yes, you did. You were
absolutely loved it.
The only time you've came across that strong on a WhatsApp was whenever you sent me that picture of James Wools in the suit. No notes. Loved it. Done.
So,
I mean,
we're talking about Alpine. We're not talking about...
Are we doing that for the next one? We'll have all the race bosses in a line.
Fine. I will be okay with that.
Cancelled after the second podcast.
I think what I actually love about the Alpine was how they launched their livery. They did it on a cruise ship. The pomp and ceremony of it, I think, hands down, is the best launch.
Yes.
And with the lighting, and with the being on a boat, and all of that, I was like,
yes,
this is spectacular.
You got caught up in the...
I think I got caught up in the confetti.
Yeah.
And actually now looking at it, I mean, it's nice. I like it. But it's not the Williams that I absolutely love. Yeah. I mean, things that are going well for that. I love the pink. I love it with the blue. I think it's got really strong brand identity. It's going to stand out because there's a lot of blue on that on the track this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue in tracks.
So having that, I think it's I like it.
Blue smoke coming out the back of the Ferrari. Mamma mia. I think you're bang on with it. The thing that annoys me, and again, this photo's going to be on the screen, and maybe that's just the angle of this photo of the ones I've seen. Have they used two different shades of pink for the side pods and for the Alpine logo? Or is that just... So again, I'll need to look at that again. If they have, why? And
because it just, you can see there,
yes,
even
it's
along
very
the
light and
top
echoes
and
dark.
there.
I
mean, I'm not mad at that actually.
So
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, again, I like the fact, and it's very clear that they've went to their sponsors that you need to either be white or pink. Maximum maybe a touch of black. There's no other color on that, which I do love. There's no greens or purples or weird cash app things. Yeah, I think it's solid. Again, it's just a safe livery. Again, we have to stress, and it's us sitting here nitpicking. These guys, they're not designing cars to win fashion contests or to win design. They're designing them to go fast. So every gram of paint is weighed, and every sticker is weighed. So everything, yeah. So
to do that.
So they're probably looking at it going, it ticks a box, it looks good, and people will buy it for the merch. We're just talking primarily and specifically on the design aspect. It's decent. It's probably, it's mid-table, mid-pack. It's not at the worst. It's not the best. It's mid-pack, which maybe suits the team. It's mid-pack.
Alpine's mid-pack, is it?
They wish. They hope.
So
if not, what not?
Next.
It's if not, what not? It's not. It's if not. If not, what not?
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Yep. So sing the jingle.
What?
What?
We've got a jingle?
No. Anyway, if not, what not? So it just this was your creation,
so
wasn't it?
basically for this segment, we're going to be looking at a Formula One driver, and if they were not driving Formula One,
yep,
what would they be doing? And we'll just have a bit of fun.
Not F1, then what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today's driver that I have picked is Fernando Alonso.
Oh, Fernando Alonso! Oh.
So if not a Formula One driver, what would he be?
I've bounced ideas off myself, which is always dangerous. I cannot decide whether he is like a bartender in like a tapas bar in Ibiza, right? Do you know the kind of thing, like you go there on a Monday and the food's unbelievable. You go there on a Thursday and the food's terrible. That kind of restaurant, where the drinks are cheap for a reason, and you don't go there to have conversation because Avicii is on in the background on loop at like 11 out of 10 volume, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're sitting. The tables were new 15 years ago, and there's probably a view of the beach across a building site, and there's at least one stray cat walking amongst your feet.
Wow.
I painted the picture. Yeah.
So that's where you think he would be?
Yeah, but he owns it. He owns it. He's not. He at least has a share in it. Yeah. And he decides what music's played.
Okay.
So that's his. So and I think that's what he would be. Because I don't think he would want to be any more. I think that's enough for him because he's happy. He's popular. He has the crack, which is the fun, not the drug. For people who are Northern Irish. And he's just there for the chat, the fun, the crack, the banter. The ladies love him because, hey, it's Alonso. We'll go down to Alonso's tapas bar. Yeah, do you think he's on the night? I don't know. Oh, they're playing Avicii again, maybe. So I think that's what he does. No. And he drives home in what's he going to drive home? He's not going to drive home. He's going to go home on a Vespa because it's enough.
See, I just think that Alonso is too much of a wind-up merchant to be settled with his own business in one location.
Okay.
So I see him as doing, like Haas level social media comms, where he gets
like IT guy?
No, I don't think IT guy. I think he has but I think he's in like some form of like communications kind of role where he gets to like I think he needs to be a high flyer where he's traveling around the world.
Okay.
He doesn't like to stay in one place at once.
Okay.
He likes to move around and he likes to cause drama.
Okay.
So I think he is probably in the comms and marketing team of some form of like musical festival or something.
If you're going down that route, I could maybe see.
He's sarcastic. He's funny. He likes to drop the bombs. Like truth bombs on social media. He's a bit savvy, but he's not settled.
Like a freelance presenter.
Like a freelance presenter.
1 minute he's doing Eurovision, 1 minute he's doing the Oscars, 1 minute he's doing sports.
I don't even see him in front of a camera.
Okay.
I see him like as a Twitter troll.
Just a troll sitting home.
No, but no, I see him as.
I don't know. I think he's too much of a look. He was one of the first to have his own sunglasses brand and his own hats.
Yeah.
He did the deck chair thing. I think he's too much of a. He loves the public eye, and let's be honest, at his age. Still racing at his age, but at his age, for within the context of motorsport, to still be racing, he still has that out front guy. I just never see him behind the scenes because I think he's too charismatic, too flamboyant. And I think no matter what his job is, he'd be the front guy. He is the guy. Whether it's a tapas bar in Ibiza or whether it's a communications company, he is the guy out front. I just think that's his skill set.
Maybe he is just like into real estate then and does a lot of like owning a lot of property and what's that show like Selling Sunset?
Yes.
He is Mr. Selling Sunset.
Okay.
But in Spain.
Okay.
He's Spanish Selling Sunset.
Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't know Spanish, so I would love to come up with the Spanish of Selling Sunset there, but yep, Selling Sunset, Selling Sombreros. No?
That's not Spanish.
Okay. I definitely know the Spanish then. So, okay, Selling Sunset in Spain. But then also Spain, I could see him in Miami. Do you not see him in Miami?
He loves Miami.
Driving the sports car and having the rich, the new money people coming to him and going, would love to buy a seafront property. And he's had one in his back pocket for ages. That's a terrible investment, but he knows he can make a fortune on it. So he brings them in, sells them it, and then he disappears off into the sunset. The GP2 engine. So
okay, right. Well,
but thankfully he's an F1 driver.
Well, you've heard our thoughts.
Yes. What's your thoughts? What do you think? If Fernando Alonso was not an F1 driver, what would he be?
Okay, so
and when we do this, does it always have to be current F1 drivers, or could it be like historical F1 drivers? I think that'd be really fun. I think that'd be great to do. Nigel Mansell, 100%. That man would just sell windows like double glazing. Just the brumming.
I've got Nigel here. Like
Nigel.
Little Lego Nigel.
Mini Nigel. Oh, you went without the helmet, Nigel. I've got him in the helmet.
Oh, have you?
Yes, because you get a spare helmet with it. So I went. I got two helmets with it.
Oh, did you?
So, yeah.
No, I didn't.
So I got two. So he's got his little helmet on. So in case you have an accident. Yes, Michael Schumacher.
Right, stop it.
Sorry.
This is meant to be a half an hour podcast and we're already 50 minutes in.
Sorry.
So, last three teams.
Who are they?
We've got 11 teams.
11 teams.
Which is very, very exciting. So we have Aston Martin, we have Cadillac, and we also have Audi. Cadillac and Audi
new guys.
New guys. Audi is a rebrand. Cadillac is a completely new team, but we're going to look at those.
Cadillac a rebrand of Stake, who were a rebrand of
Sauber.
Who were a rebrand of.
It's always been Sauber. It's
like when you buy an old house and you're peeling the wallpaper off. It's like, oh, there's Sauber. Oh, there's Stake. Oh,
okay, well, we'll start with them then. Yeah. So Audi. I think I can see what they're trying to go with. They've went familiar.
Yeah.
They are playing with people like me who will remember 90s retro liveries.
Yeah.
It looks very like reminiscent of an old school 90s McLaren, which I'm not mad about.
Yeah.
I like what they've done with, you can see inside the pod, you can see the red. Yep. I like that. I like inside the, what do you call that?
Iron take.
That thing. I like what they've done with the red. I like the red accents. It's just silver. I have a thing about silver cars.
Okay.
I just, my thing about silver cars is that they look nice until it's like a damp, foggy, dull day.
Yeah.
And then for me, they just kind of fade in with the weather.
Yeah.
And that's
like
that's what I feel like about silver cars. I just don't.
Yeah, like when you think like any form of wet race, that is just merging into the background. And I wouldn't fancy even, and I can't imagine how difficult it is already to be a driver whenever you got the spray coming off the back of cars. But you are not seeing that, and that's maybe why they put a little bit of dyno rod, bright orangey.
Yes.
Is it red or it's hard to see, but like orange and red. The things that stand out to me about this car are, I think they shot themselves in the foot because their early renders were so good. I don't know if you picked up. They did before they did their official launch, and you may have seen this online. They did an early render.
Oh, did they? Okay,
yes, and it was like their concept of what the livery would look like, and it was perfect. Every small detail about it was perfect. It was perfection. It was radical enough, but still looked traditional. Okay. It had those colors, but it was so good. And the problem was then they couldn't stick with that for whatever reason, probably due to how much paint they would have to use, and they went for that. This is a solid. But compared to what they had advertised and what they'd done, that was their problem. Okay. They promised big and delivered little.
Okay. So fair enough. We'll go on to. I'm purposely saving one to last.
Okay.
So we'll go with Aston Martin then as one to look at. I love British racing green cars.
Yes, it's one of my favorite color too.
I love it.
Yep.
So Aston Martin, I had high hopes for.
Yep.
And then also combined with the fact that Adrian Newey is now part of that team, I actually kind of came into 2026 going, Aston Martin could be.
Yep.
But I think that's what it is. It's Aston Martin could be.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And that's what it is with the livery. It could be, but it's not.
And what I will stress is my understanding is that this livery and the one that they've released in their unfortunate launch video / live thing,
like complete another farce.
I think what they've done is they've went, guys, listen, our Wi-Fi's not great today, but we have an old 56k dial-up modem here. Can we use it? And they went, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. Everything went wrong with that. But with this livery, they haven't put it on the actual car. So this is my understanding is that the photos that we all have, it's not on their actual race spec car that will be at the first race. So this is what the livery is going to look like. But the nose cone is very much like secret, hush, hush.
But do you not think that they've done that? Adrian Newey does not want to tell anybody
what's going
on.
No, and even the cars that have been in practice have been on the camo paint and all those things. I don't think for a second it was a coincidence that the car failed after she left. I'm a big tinfoil hat fan. I think they purposely kept it short because the other teams were keen to see what Adrian's done. Early talk is, and again, it was only the hidden practices, is that the nose looks entirely different to any other car.
Really?
To the point where when it pulled out, it was like that. Was it Mercedes 3 years ago with that clam shape? Everyone went, oh, what is that? It's that kind of level where every other team boss is now looking at their aero guy going, why are they going this way? And if it was anyone else but Adrian Newey, they'd probably like, it's wrong. I think he's done some wizardry here. And I think delivery could look different.
You've got high hopes for Aston?
For one of the drivers, yes. And here's a hint. It's not Stroll. Like that color, you could paint a cool bunker. That color, it would look fabulous. I love the fact it's even subtly we have a blue in the back. It's beautiful.
What do you think about the green? The more limey kind of green?
That's maybe been their one thing for sponsorship they've had to do, but it's on a little bit on the nose as well. Again, it's on your screen right now. For me, I think I text you going like, oh, Aston Martin, you had so much potential, but you've fallen short.
It could be.
But the green's great. But again, with the colour and there's some photos that we'll have so far, this green background's going to get lost. I think on track, that'll look phenomenal. I think it'll look great at the front of the... And also the beautiful thing is, whether you're seeing the front of the grid or the back of the grid, there'll be an Aston Martin both. I think you'll have an Aston Martin. Going in that first...
good bookend.
It's a Formula 1 bookend! You have someone going in for that, and it's Alonso going up the inside, trying to fight for like first, second, third, fourth, and you have Stroll.
You have high hopes.
You've Stroll going rear entry into the back of an Audi at the back. It's not my fault. It is your fault. Carry on.
Poor Lance. Okay,
Oh,
last,
poor Lance. Oh.
Last are a lovely 11th team,
Yes.
Cadillac.
Yeehaw.
So I am so torn by this livery.
It's almost like there's two designs that you're torn over.
But I like the two designs.
Yes.
Thing.
Yep.
I like that they have done something different.
Yep.
I actually am okay. Because I've been reading up. This is actually probably the one team I did read up most about.
Oh, okay.
And people have got quite strong feelings about the fact that it's asymmetric and not symmetrical. I like it. I like the fact that it's reminiscent. Done none of that. What?
I've done none of that.
I love the fact that it's kind of reminiscent of the early 2000s, late 90s, AR, you know, Jacques Villeneuve driving, and the zip.
Oh,
remember the zip livery?
Nice.
It was beautiful.
Nice.
Here is
if you haven't seen those designs, look them up.
Why don't you put a wee picture up?
Because that's more editing, Lynn. Fine, there's a photo up of Jacques Villeneuve zip car.
For our two watchers, they're worth it.
Yes.
For our two watchers.
Yes.
Hi, husband.
Hello, her husband, and potentially Neil from our work, because you said you might watch along.
Yeah, Neil, you said you'd watch this.
But I think he's pure morbid curiosity, like a kind of rubbernecked car accident. He wants to see. So, but mid-90s to early noughties car designs, like
they were just beautiful.
I'm going to whisper this really quietly. The Eddie Jordan yellow car.
Oh, so nice.
Like, it's just so good. When your design is so good, they then actually make a regular road-going version of it. The Honda Civic, you get the B Jordan version, and had black and leather seats. That car.
Well, I'm going to have to rein you in because this is becoming like a feature-length film right now. But the one thing I don't like about it is that it has no colour. They could have went for some of the classic Cadillac colours, you know, like the goldy, yellowy colours.
Yeah.
They could have
a lot of red and colour.
Yeah, they could have went for something. It just feels that they've went, let's go radical with the asymmetric thing, but not too radical. Let's play it safe. And they've went silver. And I don't love silver cars. I think that they just don't stand out on a dull day. And quite a lot of races are dull. And also, if you put it against the Audi and you put it against the Haas, they are very similar, which is going to be David Croft's worst nightmare doing the commentary.
Ah, poor Crofty. And it's a car at the back. First thing I like, and this is me being a nerd, I like the fact that the rims are white, which then exaggerates the tires and makes the tires stand out. Because if you look at other cars with all black wheels, it's just a round rubber black thing, which are tires by nature, but anyway. But the white rim exaggerates the actual tire, which I love. Someone made a really good point. I can't remember where I heard this. It's like, oh, it looks great right now because they're using the white. Yeah. But whenever that's like a red or a blue, you know, like soft, super soft, wet enters, what will it look like then? Someone made that point, which is out of their control, but I thought it was a good point.
Fair enough.
I've said to you several times, for me, that is just a blatant copy, which is not necessarily a bad thing, of the Mika Hakkinen era West McLaren.
No, I get that.
And honestly, and there's photos, you can find them online, photos side by side. They are very similar. But as a first step into F1 for your design, I think you're right. They went safe. We need to get a base level to build liveries on for the future. We can't go radical 1 year and then go, oh, we need to change it. But I love the fact that all of the sponsors, which actually aren't that many, and that's a sign of a rich team.
Yeah, it has very few sponsors.
Either no one wants to risk their money on them because no one wants to be at the back. They've all played ball. Everything's black and white, and honestly, again, I think it looks solid. It's great. I think it's great for a first team. A first time dipping your toe in looks great.
Do you know what I've just realised? Right, that throughout this, we have actually referenced a lot of McLaren old liveries in the other teams. So what that tells me is that McLaren,
they produce banger after banger after banger. But also what it is says that which of the teams are historically relevant with Formula One today.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, and ironically, Ferrari, you could do it too, but they don't. Ferrari, you have how many years of history?
So, which is your favourite livery?
I've
already
okay. What's yours?
I think Williams.
Nope. I'm gonna go for
V-carb.
V-carb again. If I'm buying a model, an expensive model, not that I would buy one, but if I'm in a proper model or if I was buying a prime Lego one, that is the one that I would walk past every time I look and go, that is a banger. I just think it is a banger. So good job, V-Carb. I hope you do well this season. Liam Lawson, watch the soil and sand.
That's all. Liam Lawson, watch
the soil and sand, please. So this is this will be the longest podcast / video we ever do.
This is our dress rehearsal to the real thing.
Yes, and honestly, it's also been a little bit of we've had like 3 years of ideas, so that's why it's been a longer one. Plus the deliveries are going to add up as well. Genuinely, we have said we want this to be like the Formula One friend that you might not have in work. So we want this to be crazy interactive. So comments, messages, we do have an email address. It is along the bottom. Sorry, it's just a PopSpec Gmail address. We haven't got the level of having our own domain yet. So
because we're only expecting maybe 2 people to be watching this right now. Yeah. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil. If has Neil made it to the end of this, he might have, he might not have.
We're going to give you a quiz at next tea break, Neil.
Yes. So, yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. So
yes, be our friend. Help us improve. Be kind, because I'm a sensitive wee soul.
I don't care. So rip in. if you're someone who needs to rip into me. Be nice to Lynn, because we use her basement. And I've been told, please hit like, please subscribe, because for a new channel starting out, that's really, really important. And we promise, if you do comment, we will interact and try and do as much as possible. And this isn't our job, so this is literally just 2 people with ADHD who need to chat F1. Isn't it really? It is. It is. It's like the wee F1.
On that note, thank you so much for giving us a whack. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.